Israel, Hamas, completes major hostage prisoner exchange under new ceasefire deal. In what has been described as a major diplomatic breakthrough, Israel and Hamas have completed a large-scale hostage and prisoner exchange under a U.S.-brokered ceasefire plan led by President Donald Trump.
So many years of unceasing war and endless danger. Today the skies are calm, the guns are silent, the sirens are still, and the sun rises on a holy land that is finally at peace, a land and a region that will live, God willing, in peace for all eternity.
The deal, negotiated through Qatari and Egyptian mediation, saw the release of 20 Israeli hostages held in Gaza for more than 2 years. In return, Israel freed close to 2,000 Palestinian prisoners and detainees, including minors, women, and some serving long-term sentences for security-related offenses, according to Israeli military officials. The exchange also involves the return of several deceased hostages' bodies. Although one of the bodies handed over was later found not to belong to an Israeli hostage, underscoring the complexity and sensitivity of the operation. The exchange marks the first phase of a broader ceasefire and a peace plan unveiled at the Sharm el-Sheikh summit, hosted by Abdel Fattah al-Sisi of Egypt, and attended by President Trump and over 20 countries in attendance. The plan calls for a phased truce, humanitarian relief, and eventual reconstruction of Gaza, with further negotiations expected to address long-term political arrangements. Across Israel, emotional scenes unfolded as freed hostages were reunited with their families. Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu described the decision to approve the exchange as painful but necessary, saying Israel had a moral obligation to bring its citizens home.
Here to thank you for your pivotal leadership in putting forward a proposal that got the backing of almost the entire world. A proposal that brings all our hostages home. A proposal that ends the war by achieving all our objectives. A proposal that opens the door to an historic expansion of peace in our region and beyond our region. Mr. President, you are committed to this peace. I am committed to this peace. And together, Mr. President, we will achieve this peace.
In Gaza and parts of the West Bank, thousands of Palestinians flooded the streets to welcome the released prisoners, waving flags and chanting slogans of freedom and unity. However, human rights groups have criticized the forced exile of some detainees to third countries, calling it politically motivated. International observers have hailed the development as a critical step toward the escalation, but warned that the fragile ceasefire would require ongoing restraints and cooperation from both sides to prevent a relapse into violence. Meanwhile, President Donald Trump and Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu jointly addressed the Israeli parliament in Jerusalem, reaffirming their commitment to sustaining peace and rebuilding trust between Israelis and Palestinians. For Rulers World TV, Ololade Bolariwa.